Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. I'm on a 5-hour layover at Chicago Midway Airport. So, having worked at an airport when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I've learned that there are corners of the airport, usually on the extreme ends, that are very quiet, very low traffic. So, after my flight landed, I went looking for that quiet spot and I found it. It's a fairly abandoned Southwest terminal flight here. So, other than the occasional overhead PA speaker, I've got a place to myself here, and I can do readings. And speaking of which, on August 8th, there is a special election that's going to happen in Chicago. And in this election, they want to increase the percentage necessary to change the Constitution in Ohio. So right now it's 50%, plus one, majority. If you have the majority vote, you can adjust the Constitution. They want to up it to, like, I think it's a minimum 60%. It might be more than that. So why would they do that? Well, because in September they're voting on women's reproductive rights and the right to have an abortion. And they want to make it more difficult to make a constitutional amendment to get women's reproductive rights codified in the state constitution by upping the requirement from 50% to 60+%. So I want to read on that to see what's the energy around it and are they going to succeed. I can't bring the camera down. I've actually got it on a little glass pedestal here, or like a barrier, and I'm kneeling on the floor. So I'll just show you the cards. Okay, so as a signifier card, we have the Eight of Swords, which is actually very apropos because, it's trapping women. It's making women feel like they don't have a choice in the matter, that they're stuck, they're hostage, and they're going to do what they're told. Lovely. Crossing that, Eight of Pentacles. This is doing the hard work. This is getting down. I think this is the resistance to that. This is people getting out, voting, getting friends to vote, and understanding that this election is valuable because it has long-term consequences, not only for Roe v. Wade, but other things as well. In the past, we've got the devil. Of course we do. This is the right-wing evangelical extremists trying to basically force their religion on everybody else. Lack of a better description, this is the American Taliban. That's what they want. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. That's exactly what it is. If your religion tells you not to get an abortion, then that means you don't get an abortion. It doesn't mean that I or my partner aren't allowed to get an abortion if we don't follow your religion, and you don't get to dictate to us what we do. That's your deal. If that's your religion, that's your deal. You stick with it. Stop trying to force your opinions on morality issues on other people. Not your jam. Okay, but the GOP is stuck. They've chained themselves to the evangelicals to support their base. So the GOP are now driving this constitutional amendment. Current situation, King of Swords. It's time to cut the BS. It's time to get out and act. This is for your wife. This is for your girlfriend. This is for your daughter. This is for your granddaughter. This is for your mom and your aunts and every woman in your life. This is fighting for their rights, because if they take their rights today, it's going to be another group tomorrow. So get up there and send the message that you're not going to tolerate this. Overarching energy is the Five of Swords. There's no compromise with these people. With evangelicals, they think they're doing God's work. Therefore, they don't need to compromise. It's all or nothing with them. So you've got to be as all or nothing back with them because they don't understand anything else. You have to fight like your life depends on it because your rights do, and your life may very well as also. Lesson to be learned is the Seven of Wands. Fight, fight, fight. Get out there and fight. Get out there and get people to vote. Get people to resist this. Beat this thing down. Send it right back to whatever little rock it crawled out from underneath. Get your stick and smash it back in there and make it ever rue the day it ever stuck its head out from underneath that rock. The outcome, Knight of Cups. This is that again, the getting people out, representing other people, showing people that not only are you verbally behind them, but your actions are behind them too. The relationships with women and their rights is important, and it's important for every group that these groups would try to subjugate, for lack of a better word. Underneath it all is the Ten of Cups. Families are involved with this. Basically, your rights and your happiness, your pursuits of happiness is involved with this. Now, the question is, are they going to get away with it? Hold on for a second. And to shuffle the cards and change positions here so that I could shuffle the cards, and my legs are cramping up. Not an ideal situation. This is best done sitting down, and I'm not as flexible as other folks. Okay, so will the GOP get away with this? Will this law get passed, upping the Constitution to well over 50%, 60+%? Let's find out. Okay, we've got a battle here. There's weariness, there's battling. This doesn't necessarily mean success. I think this is going to be a knockdown, drag out fight, and people need to show up. So again, knockdown, drag out fight. This may not be the only, this is telling me they won't get it, because it's also telling me, this is the first round in a bunch of fights. Signifying this, Queen of Cups. I think this is people keeping their emotions in check, or letting their emotions out. This is women and women's emotions coming out and showing up and telling these people how it is they want things to work out for them. You got the Four of Wands, so you got basically the welcoming card. Again, I think it's people celebrating the victory that we have with women. And here we go, good job. And the Seven of Wands, getting out there and fighting, getting the message out. Assuming that people get out and vote, and just don't look at this like some type of mid-cycle election they're not interested in. If people actually get out and vote, they'll get this. The Republicans are counting that people are going to just not care, and if people don't care, their evangelical folks will get out there and vote for this thing. So as long as people care and show up and vote, they got this. They got this, no problem. This thing's going to get, and I was saying with the Nine of Wands, it looks like could be close. It's not going to be close. This thing will be beat like 55-45 or 60-40. It's going to be a pretty big beat down, maybe even more than that. Okay, underneath it, of course it is, the Nine of Pentacles. This is about women. The health and well-being of women is underneath all this. So it seems to me that they're going to be, folks in Ohio will vote this one down. And we only have, a week in change before we find out the results of that. So good luck, Chicago. Get out there and vote. You get out there and vote, you got this. And you deflect, you live to fight another day, because they will come right back at you with more of this BS. And you have to keep sending the message that you're not going to tolerate it. And then all they end up doing is wasting money, which means they can't go anywhere else and pull this BS. Okay. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for all the likes and the comments that you give. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.